Hello, my name is Stephen Anderson and I am the Outback Hypnotist. Today I would like to welcome you to this class, the ABCs of self-hypnosis. This is where I will walk you through the process I use to prepare for and then enter self-hypnosis. Then how to use that self-hypnosis to make some phenomenal change. Today's destination is the reduction and the elimination of anxiety. Now, this is not a guided meditation. It is an active process that you can use to start your mind in a direction towards self-improvement. Nevertheless, you may begin to feel incredibly relaxed, and as such, this is not to be listened to while driving a car, operating heavy machinery, or doing anything it takes concentration to complete. A word on anxiety. I am not a medical practitioner and do not pretend that I can heal anything. I am a teacher and here to show you a process you can use. If you have been diagnosed with an anxiety disorder, do not use this without first discussing it with your medical professional. This class is designed to teach you this process, which should be used ritually as a prevention to those anxious feelings, not at the time of the anxiousness. For that, there are different processes. The 3 I's of hypnosis are intention, induction, and initiation, and they will all be covered separately here. We will have a small break between each of the steps so you can start at the place that makes you comfortable. If you are comfortable formulating your intentions, begin this recording at the 5-minute mark. If you are comfortable with performing your own induction, begin this recording at the 17-minute mark. And if you would like to work through the whole lot with me, we can begin that right now. The first I in self-hypnosis is your intention. It's a 3-step process where you explain to your subconscious mind what exactly it is you are expecting to happen as a result of this self-hypnosis. The first step, intention, is to vocalize the reason for this self-hypnosis. The second step, duration, is to basically work out how long you intend remaining in the hypnotic state. And step number 3, completion, is how you intend to feel when you return. Before I give today's example, I would like you to take notice of the words I use. The words are the anxious feelings I create when. And then I give an example of when or where that happens. Now this is important. Just saying something like, I want to reduce anxiety, gives your subconscious mind nowhere to start. Pick a place to start and let your subconscious mind begin there. It learns quickly and can adapt and then begin on the other areas of your life. Today's first example is for a morning practice in preparation for the day. I intend to use self-hypnosis today to reduce and then eliminate the anxious feelings that I create when I see a mouse. I will remain in the state for a total of 15 minutes and I will return feeling incredible, positive, powerful, and ready for a sensational day of activity and excitement. Today's second example is for an evening practice just before I go to bed at night. I intend to use self-hypnosis today to reduce and then eliminate the anxious feelings that I create when I see a mouse. I will remain in state for a total of 15 minutes and will return feeling comfortable and completely relaxed, ready for a night of deep and perfect sleep. And should I dream, they will be dreams that confirm the elimination of my anxiety. Now I will leave you for 30 seconds to formulate and prepare your intention. If you need to stop the recording to take your time, that's just perfect. Knowing your destination is important. Now today's induction is called an Elman induction, named after one of our most famous hypnotists because he invented it. I would suggest that this is an induction for the slightly more experienced, for those who find it fairly easy to go into state. The aim, as usual, is for you to practice this method until you are comfortable completing the process without needing to hear my voice. Begin this process seated upright with your hands separated on your lap. You don't want to begin too relaxed. The crown of your head pointing to the ceiling and your shoulders relaxed. Taking notice of a point in front of you and imagine a line from the ceiling to the floor. Each time you open your eyes, you will focus on a point on this line. And as we begin, I ask that you remain still, just the movement of your breath allowed. Remain as still as you can while following the process. Engage your imagination. Use your imagination to feel and to be a part of the process. Even as I ask you to physically move or change, let your imagination also respond and heighten the experience. Now take a long, deep breath and hold it for a few seconds. As you exhale this breath, allow your eyes to close and let go of the surface tension in your body. Just let your body relax as much as possible right now. You know that if you want to, you could tighten your muscles and make a fist that was so strong that you couldn't make it any stronger or more powerful. Isn't that true? So if you wanted to, and if you knew how, and you could also make any group of muscles you wanted to so absolutely, totally relaxed that unless you removed that relaxation, you could relax that muscle to the point it wouldn't work, that's also true, isn't it? Now close your eyes. Place your awareness on your eye muscles and relax the muscles around your eyes. Relax them to the point that they just won't work. When you're sure they're so relaxed that as long as you hold on to this relaxation, they just won't work. Hold on to this relaxation, and the moment you know they are so relaxed that they just won't work, you can test them and see that they just won't work. Now the relaxation that you have in your eyes is the same quality of relaxation that you want to have throughout your whole body. So just let that quality of relaxation flow your whole body through, from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. Now you can deepen the relaxation much more. In a moment I'm going to have you open and close your eyes. When you close your eyes, that's your signal to let this feeling of relaxation become 10 times deeper. All you have to do is want this to happen, and you can make it happen very easily. Okay, now open your eyes. Now close your eyes and feel that relaxation flowing through your entire body, taking you much deeper. Use your wonderful imagination and imagine your whole body is covered and wrapped in a warm blanket of relaxation. Now we can deepen this much more. In a moment, I'm going to have you open and close your eyes. When you close your eyes, double the relaxation you now have. Make it become twice as deep. Okay, now open your eyes. Now close your eyes and double your relaxation. Good. That's right. Let every muscle in your body become so relaxed that as long as you hold on to this quality of relaxation, every muscle in your body is totally relaxed. In a moment I am going to have you open and close your eyes one more time. Again, when you close eyes, double the relaxation you now have. Make it become twice as deep. Okay, now, once more, open your eyes. Close your eyes and double your relaxation. Good. Let every muscle in your body become so relaxed that as long as you hold on to this quality of relaxation, every muscle in your body is totally relaxed. In a moment, I'm going to have you lift your hand and your arm and straighten your arm and imagine that arm is a solid length of steel that is welded at the wrist, that is welded at the elbow and welded at the shoulder, locked, solid, rock solid, one length of steel, muscles totally relaxed. Now, keeping your eyes closed, lift that hand along with your arm and straighten as straight as it will go. Lock it into place. And now, clench the fist with your fist clenched tight. Lock the joints. Lock the joints. Lock the joints. Weld the wrist. Weld the elbow. Weld the shoulder and notice how relaxed your muscles remain. Know the harder you try to move those joints, the tighter they will seem to become. And in a moment, I will have you open your eyes and look at your arm. And in a moment, I will have you open your eyes and look at that arm and those joints and see a solid length of steel. The moment you know that arm stiff and rigid, your muscles relaxed totally free, right in front of your eyes. Joints solid, muscles relaxed. You may try to move it and find you can't. And now, again, focus on my voice and allow your arm to move back to your lap as the joints loosen, as the muscles relax. Allow your eyes to close and notice the relaxation through your body. Now that is complete physical relaxation, and I want you to know that there are two types of ways a person can relax. You can relax physically and you can relax mentally. Now you have already proven that you can relax physically, and now it is time to relax mentally. In a moment I will ask you to begin slowly counting backwards out loud from 100. Now here's the secret to mental relaxation. With each number you say, you double your mental relaxation. With each number you say, you let your mind become twice as relaxed. Now as you do this, by the time you reach 97 or maybe even sooner, your mind becomes so relaxed that you will have actually relaxed all of the rest of the numbers that come after 97 right out of your mind. There just won't be any more numbers. Now you have to do this. I can't do it for you. Those numbers will leave if you tell them away. Start with the idea that you make it. That you make it. Start with the idea that you will make it happen, and you can easily dispel them from your mind. Want it to happen. Will it to happen. Make it happen. and it will happen. Now, in a moment when I have finished, begin counting backwards and relax those numbers out of your mind. Let them drop away like a marble into a well. Erase them like ink from a whiteboard, and just sit there with the knowing that this is physical and mental relaxation, and when I return in 1 minute's time, we will begin the third eye of self-hypnosis and initiate the subconscious mind to begin an incredible change. Begin counting backwards from 100 out loud now. And the scene changes, and you find yourself standing in the center of a field looking down on a path on which you stand. A connection of two paths, a green jade behind you and a green sapphire going forward. And then it strikes you that the path behind you leads into your past, just as the path ahead of you leads to your future. You look down again and see that your feet are above the path and lifting higher as you watch a few centimeters becoming a meter, and higher and higher. You rotate and look back to your past and noticed that every significant point in your life is flagged and easily seen. Every significant point in your life is easily seen, and you start moving towards those points in time, high enough that you can see and not hear or feel, high enough that you can see, high enough that you can see and not hear or feel. As you move along the path of jade, you are looking and finding the happy moments. And as you do, just lower yourself down and feel what you felt. See what you saw, hear what you heard, and become that experience. Let it fill your body. Now lift yourself up and bring with you the feelings, the embodiment, the power, the happiness. As you continue along the path of jade, you are looking and finding the confident moments. And as you do, just lower yourself down and feel what you felt and see what you saw. Hear what you heard and become that experience. Let it fill your body. Now lift yourself up and bring with you the feelings, the embodiment, the confidence of the experience. And as you continue along the path, you are looking and finding the exciting moments. And as you do, just lower yourself down and feel what you felt. See what you saw. Hear what you heard. And become that experience of excitement. Let it fill your body. Now lift yourself up and bring with you the feelings, the embodiment, the excitement of the experience. Feel your posture change as you continue along the path, your shoulders back, your hands on your hips, as you look down, filled with the excitement, the happiness, the confidence of these most important points of your life. Each of these takes on a colour and a scent that fills your lungs and is passed to your heart and pumped to every part of your body. Looking down and standing tall, you take another deep breath that fills you again with the colour, and the scent brings a smile to a taller you. Now as you fly higher, you begin to notice other significant points in your past. And you fly higher, standing tall, breathing deep, glowing. Way down below you can see one of those moments, a specific moment where for a specific reason you changed the way you used your body. Now flying higher and further back along the path to before that moment, stand tall, breathe deep, and become the embodiment of happiness, confidence and excitement. Take another look at that you in the future and notice. Now as you fly higher and further back along the path, you are looking for the first ever time you had one of those moments. That specific moment where for a specific reason you changed the way you used your body and created that anxious state, and when you find it, float right past into the past and look down from behind in time. As you look down and see that you at that very first time, and standing tall and breathing deep, ask yourself, can I feel anything of what I see is happening at that very first time? If you can, just float higher and further back until that feeling vanishes, and then look down and notice another you. This is a future you from a future trance, floating above and behind that very first time. And you need to make a decision, and that decision is, will I go down and join my future self, or will I stay here and watch? My words are now directed at the future you, so you can watch and understand and prepare for the future, or you can join and feel and see and hear and become one. And you look down at that very first time. You stand taller, you inhale deeply, you feel the colour change. You are surrounded by a familiar scent which pushes your shoulders back, and you notice the change happening at that first time down there in front of you. Filled, totally congruent with the happiness, confidence and excitement pulsing through your veins, you move forward and lower and forward, and you enter and you become one. immediately you are moving back and floating higher, and you see the change. And you float higher, and you stand tall, shoulders back, and you feel it growing again. And strangely, an extra boost is coming from behind you and above. And you look down at that first moment, and the scene has changed. Totally replenished, you move down and forward and closer, and you become one, and it is easier, and you feel those old reactions dissipate and disappear as you begin to move backwards and upwards. And you look down at that first moment, and the scene has changed, and the reaction has changed, and that you has changed, and your reaction has changed. As you float upwards and you look forward along the path to see that each of those significant moments have changed. And if they are still significant, it is for a completely different reason. And float forward towards now, and move forwards towards now, and watching and repairing as you go. And stand above now and look forward, and notice the path. The sapphire path moves and changes and reforms and recreates itself as the no longer significant moments are erased and replaced. And notice the direction of you changing. And this is where I will leave you. And should you feel there is more to repair, you can do that now. And when you are ready, you can count yourself up as you float down and return to the now.